Makeup. Hello, everybody.
Fill us in on what you're going to say.
Well, I'm not exactly sure myself. I think I'm going to wing it. But believe me, I'm not going to go off to prison with a whimper. I'm going with a bang. It's my mom.
We'll be cheering you on.
Hey, Layton, where are you?
Now here's View on Llanview with Dorian Lord.
Hello, everybody. I bet a lot of you in the audience are surprised to see me here instead of in prison. Well, I am on my way to jail. But I just had to stop in here and say goodbye to all of you. And to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for the support you've given me recently and in the past few years. It's meant a lot to me, and so will your letters. Those of you that care to write to me may do so at the maximum security section of the Women's Division of Statesville Prison. That's right. That's right. You see, I am considered too dangerous to be allowed to go free and do community service. I'm even considered too dangerous to be allowed to be incarcerated with those who've committed white-collar crimes. In case you have not heard, my sentence in this maximum security facility for defending my daughter from rape and murder is 5 years. Roughly
5 years? I don't believe that.
Cards here. That's about 1,825 days.
That is one classy lady, I'll tell you
right?
that. And she is really getting a raw deal.
And I deserve this punishment.
Yeah, she certainly is.
I'd like the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to know that despite the very grave error that they made, I do not hold them at fault, no. They will not be the ones that I think about at night when I am lying in the dark in a prison cell on a bunk bed. Instead, I will be thinking of the board at Statesville Prison that in their great wisdom allowed Mitch Laurence to go free and use a phony religion to drug and twist the minds and hearts of our daughters and our sons. I will have some further thoughts on my unjust incarceration, but I've just been signaled that it's time for a station break. Stay tuned.
Tonight at 11, Llanview World News with George.
Hi, Jimmy. Congratulations, Mom. I heard you won another one. How about a bottle of champagne on me?
There's nothing to celebrate. A murder has been committed. A woman is going to prison. It is not a football game.
Sorry. So what did you want to see me about?
I want to tell you that your father's coming to town. I don't know the exact date yet.
Great. I can hardly wait to see Dad. How do I get the feeling you can?
Wait a minute. I want to hear this.
View on Llanview with Dorian Lord.
Ah, yes, we are back, indeed. So as I was saying, my bitter thoughts are reserved for the special prosecutor, Judith Sanders, who took on this case with such a vengeance. I certainly would never impugn the motives of Judith Sanders. However, it did seem to me in that courtroom as if her life, not mine, was at stake. And it'll be interesting in the next few weeks to see whether or not she attacks all of her cases with such zeal, or if this was something she reserved just for me because of my social standing in this town, or perhaps because she wanted to show the people of Llanview that right or wrong.
You two are supposed to be cleaning up in here, not watching TV.
We were just cleaning the TV screen. We were checking to see if there were any smudges left.
So, Dorian Lord is going to be sharing the penthouse with me.
She's your new roommate?
That's what I heard.
Well, look, if she starts to get on your nerves, and maybe you can switch her over to my suite, and you can have Susan for a while.
I don't know how you stand it. All that religious music. And praying to Mitch, the messenger, as if he was God.
The woman is definitely nutso. And she's not going to be happy to see Mitch Lawrence's killer.
You're wrong, Jeannie. I'm very glad the murderer is going to be here, because I know the Lord has sent her to me.
I'd like to thank my attorneys, Herb Callison and Pete O'Neill, for doing their best to bring out the truth. And to my daughter, Cassie, a very personal but obviously public message. Cassie, darling, you went to the Mitch Laurence mission out of love because you wanted to help your best friend. You stayed on to help others and in the process became unable to help yourself. And I'm glad that I was there to save you from that psychopath. So hold your head up, sweetheart. We know the truth, and eventually it'll set me free. Ladies and gentlemen, till, whenever, this is Dorian Lord saying farewell.
Want to tell me why you wanted to watch that?
She certainly painted me as a villain and herself as a pathetic little creature that I purposely went after. I guess she conveniently forgot that I didn't ask for the maximum sentence as I could have.
Well, you walked a very careful line. I don't think Judith will sue.
Well, let's just hope she didn't catch it. Knowing my sister, it could make her dig in a little bit harder in the appeal process.
Well, I'll bet she gets a lot of mail condemning her.
Oh, wonderful. I have Jim send photocopies. How much time do I have left?
10 minutes.
Sweetheart.
Is that all? It's all right. For a minute there, I did have the instinct to run, but it's okay. I'll just have faith in my lawyer and in my private detective. I guess it's time for us all to say goodbye.
You two go ahead.
I work night and day to get you out of there.
I know you will. Will you keep an eye on Cassie?
At least I think she learned her lesson about trying to save the world over herself.
Yeah, but I just don't want her getting sad or feeling guilty. You make sure she stays out of a depression.
I'll do what I can, darling.
I know you will. Herb, I love you. You take very, very good care of yourself.
I have to get a woman I love out of prison.
Quite a special bond between those two, isn't there?
Yes, there is. But you don't have to worry. You don't have to be jealous.
Oh, I'm not jealous, Cassie. Dorian's gonna need all the love she can get.
Just make sure you stay out of trouble up there, okay?
Sure. I'll be the model prisoner.
Yeah, but only briefly, just until I get you sprung. Okay.
Now, what about that ravishing redhead I'm supposed to meet and run off with?
I'm not worried about her. If you give her as hard a time as you gave me when we first met, I'll be out of prison before the affair even starts.
You know, I feel horrible about that. All that wasted time, and who would know we would have run out of it all of a sudden? Just when I'm finding myself more and more unable to live without you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the last month. You've made me feel very, very special.
Oh, that you are, lady. And I'm going to visit you every chance I get to make sure you continue to feel that way.
Dorian, I'm sorry, but we're going to be late.
That hold you for a while?
Not for 5 years, it won't. Sorry. Yeah. Well, it can't be late, can I? I mean, they might do something terrible to me, like arrest me and throw me in jail. I love you. I love you, too.